Hey guys, and welcome to today's Tamer battles. And today we are fighting the Whispering Pandaren Spirit, and you can find this guy in the Jade Forest. And as you can see, every time I fucking close screen and open screen again, it changes my add-ons. So my add-ons all start up again, which is quite annoying. So to fight the Pandaren Spirit, the Pandaren Whispering Spirit, you want to go right here in the Jade Forest, and you need a flying mount to get this guy. And let's get cracking into this pet battle, and I will tell you about the teams when I get into it, which makes my life easier. And thank fuck for that. Right, he is using Mr. Dusty, which is a critter, but it's a moth, so it's usually flying. So it's being a sneaky wee bugger here, and it has all flying attacks, and it has the top moth attacks, as you can see. And he is also using a Dragonoid, so that's not fun. And the Dragonoid has all air attacks as well. And he is also using the Pandaren Earth Spirit, which has 2 air attacks, plus it has an elemental attack, which the elemental attack is just a heal. It heals him for over 100 HP each turn, so you want to do as much damage to that guy as humanly possible, because that's quite annoying. And here is my team. The good old Kunai Runt, as always. He is good at stamping on those damn critters. So he has his Rampage attack. I've actually switched out to use the Frost Shock because I never bother using the Mangle attack, or else the Mangle attack usually just is shite, so I've changed it up. And we also have the Fresh attack. So that is good against Mr. Critter. And for Mr. Dragonoid, we have the Pandaren Monk, which is awesome against beating any kind of Dragonoid up, because you use the Focus T attack and then use the Fury of 1,000 Fists, and you're doing over 1,400 damage. So that's always good. And he also has a jab to finish people off. And this is actually different. I usually use Toofy here, as you can see in the other 3 videos. But I got a comment saying that the snail is pretty good, so I opted to change and put the snail in for this one. And he actually takes less damage from elemental abilities. Not that this guy actually has elemental abilities, but in the Rock Spirit video, the guy was using elemental abilities, so that's why he was in for that guy's team. But I thought, I'll try him out, why not, might as well. So this guy has a dive ability, which is the only water attack he actually has, but it does a crap ton of damage, so it's always good, as long as it doesn't get missed or dodged like the Pterodax Hatchling did for several times. We also have an Acidy Goo, which gives us an extra 25% damage for 3 turns, which is pretty good. That combined by that might do quite a bit of damage. And we also have an Ooze Touch. I opted to use this instead of using the Absorb attack, just because I want to be able to do as much damage as humanly possible to the Elemental Spirit. So let's get underway. I am going to use a Fresh attack because I know this guy is going to use a Cocoon Strike on the 2nd turn, and I don't want to be missing on any of my attacks, or any of my Rampage attacks, should I say, because Rampage is where all the damage comes from this guy. And as you can see, you still attack him when you use the Fresh attack, as long as you hit 2 times, which is always good. And he is going to attack me with some balls of the moth kind, which isn't nice. But there we go, 2 shots and you're still not dead because you're a cunt. So hopefully we finish him off here. Yep, he didn't put me to sleep, thankfully. So that is Mr. Moth down. Yep, good. And now Mr. Dragonoid. So we're going to use our Frost Shock, which speeds him down less, which is quite handy, and gives me first attack, which gives me an extra attack. So that's pretty good. And I'm about to die. Bad times. So we're gonna get Mr. Pandaren Monk out here, because he's gonna show us how it's done. He's gonna focus his chi. He's gonna get his whole yoga, or whatever they do, meditate, that's the one. He's going to meditate a bit, and he's going to hit hit him with 1,000 fists, and boom, he is dead. One shot is always good. Mr. Pandaren Monk does the trick. And I'm going to use another focus cheat because he's going to use his smoothing mist attack, which gives him the heal every turn. So he's a cunt in that sense, and I'm going to use my jab attack, and hopefully he doesn't finish me off in one go, and he didn't, so there's 600 lovely damage on him, even though he healed himself up again, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, there's Mr. Pandaren Monk dead, and time for Mr. Snail to show us what he's got. We're going to start off with an acidy goo attack, so we get an extra 25% damage when we come out of our dive attack, and oh dear, someone has just called to the door. So I'm going to have to put this video on pause. I am very, very sorry about that. The door just went, and I really do apologise for that. It is so unprofessional, but you know, hey, I'm not making money on these, so I don't really care about professional quality or not. So let's hopefully finish him off with this attack. And he obviously dodges it, of course. But let's continue on with our oozing touch and hopefully finish him off. There we go, one shot left, hopefully. And hopefully he doesn't finish me off, he doesn't, and boom. That is how to beat the Pandaren Air Spirit in a very awkward way. I would say Toofy's a lot better to use than the Snail for this attack, or for this battle at least. So I'm definitely gonna bring back good old Toofy for tomorrow, I think. Now where is Toofy so I can get it sorted out without fucking up tomorrow and just going straight in. Alright, I should learn a spell, shouldn't I? There's Toofy. Yay! Toofy. But if you have any suggestions on a better way of fighting this guy, please leave in the comments and I will definitely try them out, because that was kind of awkward and I nearly did lose, and I actually have lost quite a lot of those attacks depending on things hitting and missing. So oh, we've just got ourselves another Pandaren Air Spirit. Way hey. So that will go into the auction house. That has been me for today. I am the Bullo, and I will see you all later.